Okay, so a little bit about the Righteyes service that we have here at the office. Righteyes is essentially it's a flat screen touch screen computer, but mounted in the computer is a camera that takes 1,000 pictures per second of your eyes as we're moving them through specific eye movements. So you'll be looking at a screen and there'll be a dot that's moving in circles or moving back and forth across the screen, and the camera's taking pictures of those eye movements. Now, why is that important? Well, when you go to the optometrist, they're looking to see how well can you see with your eyes. We're looking with Righteyes evaluation is how well do your eyes work together, because that can give us indications as to how well your brain is actually working, because certain eye movements are dependent upon certain areas of your brain working in coordination and in synchrony with each other to make sure that they can do those movements. Actually, now research is showing that, and recommendations are one of the best ways to determine whether somebody's had a concussion is to look at what are called saccades or saccades, depending on how you want to pronounce it. But those are fast eye movements that allow us to focus on an object and then move to another object and be back and forth and be able to focus in on those objects quickly. What the camera can determine is how well do your eyes move together. Can they hit that target like they're supposed to? And if not, what's the reason for that? So once again, we can use that to diagnose people that have had concussions. We can then also use that information to monitor progression towards healing. So we can have them come in and see what particular areas of their brain aren't working as well due to the concussion. Have them do specific eye exercises that then rehabilitate those areas of their brain so that they become better and their eyes start working together again like they should. Remember, 90% of what your brain perceives as far as what's going on in your environment is coming from how well your eyes can see things. And our eyes, as great as they are, there's basically every day our brain hallucinates a little bit for us, because in the back of our eyes where the optic nerve enters into the eye, there are no rods or cones, so it's actually a blind spot that we have in our visual field, but it's filled in by our brain so that we get a full view of what's going on in the environment. However, if our eyes aren't tracking properly, what will happen is our brain will start to ignore information from one eye and start to just focus on one coming from the other and hallucinates information from the other side. That's okay if it's a split-second component, but this could be a reasons why when people are saying they're in a car accident, for instance, and they said, I didn't see the car coming from the other side of the from the right side, or I didn't see him over there. Well, literally, they may not have seen him because the one eye that's supposed to be focusing on that part of their visual field is being ignored because it's not working together with the other eye. One other thing that works very well with the right eye evaluation also is kids that are having challenges in school with learning and learning disabilities. Sometimes what's happening is their eyes aren't working together, so their eyes have to go back and reread things over and over again in order for the person or the child to get the entire gamut of information that's there. If we can evaluate them and see that that's the case, once again we can rehabilitate those areas of their brain, rehabilitate their eyes. They can start to read easier. Learning becomes not such a challenge for them, and they do better in school. Once again, that's the Righteyes evaluation. We can do that here at the clinic. Just call with questions or text or email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Another nice thing about this test, it's very affordable. It's $25 to do the initial evaluation. Another cool thing is once the evaluation has been done, the exercises that you need to do, you can do them at home. You can actually log into a website that has those exercises there for you. You can do them, and then over a time span, rehabilitate, come back in, and we'll be checked to make sure things are going well.